Before we get started, don't forget I have an ATP community on the PlayStation Network. If you simply search for ATP Crew, you'll find it with my logo, and feel free to join, guys. It's the best way to get a hold of me, and that's really gonna be how we set up our Sunday Fun Days. Well, let's get into this guide. What's up, everybody? Arrg the Pirate here, and today we're gonna play a little dodgy with that new hacker skin she has in a... Guys, we're on fire. We are absolutely on fire this game, so let's go over the build, let's go over the kit, and let's get into this gameplay. I'm going to start out with Assassin's Blessing Mace, 1 healing potion, and 1 mana potion. Now, Mace is rank 1 of Jotun's Wrath, just in case you didn't know, and then I'm going to build Warrior Tabby, Jotun's Wrath, Heart Seeker, Hydra's Lament, Stonecutter Sword, Crusher, and then I've got Aegis and Blink for my relics. Next, of course, we have to go over a kit, and first up we have Torture Blades. Dodgy's sharp claws cause her enemies to bleed when struck by her basic attacks. Bleeding causes the enemies to take additional damage every 1 second for 2 seconds. This damage does not trigger item effects. Bleeds can stack any number of times on the same target, and guys, this is huge. The more you hit somebody, the more damage they take. Horrible Burns is her 1. Dodgy heats up her claws, causing the next successful basic attack to burn her target, dealing instant bonus damage and dealing additional damage every 1 second for 3 seconds and slowing that target for 3 seconds. Dodgy gains haste when this ability is active, which lasts until she hits a target. So you can use this ability to just run around the map and have it on always. Something to consider. I'm absolutely terrible at doing it, but, you know, it's definitely a good option that, you know, hey, you can zoom around the map and have this ability active all the time and just getting ready to get that gank. Dodgy's 2 is 1,000 cuts. Dodgy lashes out with her claws at nearby enemies, executing 4 strikes that damage all enemies in a range and apply a bleed from Torture Blades. While this ability is active or channeling, Dodgy moves freely in all directions, gains 40% movement speed increase, immunity to slows and knockups, and her tails mitigate damage from enemy gods who are hitting her in the back. This is such a good ability. You know, you've got a ton of movement speed, so you can either get into a situation and while doing damage, or spin around an entire fight while doing damage, or just simply run away, because not only can you run away very quickly, but you're mitigating damage being hit to you in the back. Ah, such a good ability, and it works so well with everything else. Next up, we have Trickster Spirit, which is her gap closer. Dodgy selects a single ally or enemy target and teleports to their location after a short delay. And guys, that's big. You can select your allied minions or anything like that. You can select allies to teleport to. So really get out of situations if you need to. Upon arriving at that target, she lashes out with her claws, dealing damage and applying the bleed from Torture Blade to all enemies around her. So not only does this close that gap, but it also does a chunk of damage and it applies that bleed to everybody. Just such a good kit. Just such a good kit. Lastly, we have her ultimate Payola. Dodgy summons her signature torture device, the Payola. As she hovers above the device, she may fire up to 3 shots. Enemy gods take damage and become chained and slowed. At the end of this ability, chained enemies are pulled to the Payola, becoming stunned and taking damage 3 times over 2 seconds. If a god hit by this ability becomes crowd control immune at any time, they break the chain on them and cannot be chained again until this ability ends. So basically, if you use beads, if someone uses beads, you can never hook back up to them again, but you can still poke them with that damage. Alright, enough about the kit. Let's get into this gameplay. Oh man, we're already starting off strong. We got 3 kills so far. Oh, we're doing great. I'm gonna wait and see if maybe we can take out this Thoth. You know, Thoth is just so tricky. We end up snagging him there, but you can see he ends up using his beads. No problem at all. Next time my ultimate's up, if I go to grab him, we're going to be able to get that kill easy peasy because he's not going to have beads, and hey, that's fine. Getting those beads out is always worth it. Now I'm going to rotate to our duo lane, and I'm going to use my 3 to actually engage right here in it. You can see I end up getting that damage on everybody right there. Shivalanke doesn't stand a chance, and, you know, we're gonna end up getting a double kill in this duel lane. Oh man, feels great. I was thinking, hey, let's go into this tower. We could definitely get some poke there, but with our ADC backing off, you know, okay, I'm gonna leave. You know, let's go find somewhere else to hang out and, you know, make something happen. I'm gonna head back to mid lane. You know, we're not really gonna make anything happen here. Not with Thoth where he is. We're just gonna kind of scare him off, get those minions under tower. That way he loses all that experience. We're gonna head to our red now and take it out for the Arrg Thoth. Now from here, I'm going to head to my yellow, where we're going to go ahead and drop this camp and then head to our solo lane. Now you can see Bologna is actually playing very, very aggressive. The enemy Bologna, we've got a little bit of a mirror match going here, but I'm going to clear these minions in the tower. And the main reason I do this, guys, is she's only got one way to escape now. She can no longer run through the tower, and this is going to make her just an absolute easy kill. With me and Bologna doing work on her, doesn't stand a chance. And sure enough, we're going to be able to take her out. Alright, from here we're going to head to mid. I've got to mute this though. He's just spamming so much. Guys, please limit your spamming. You don't have to say the same thing 15 times. You can say it maybe twice, but if someone doesn't respond to that, it's because they can't at the moment. But we're going to hang out here, and if you see, we're going to wait to actually go up, use our ultimate, and we're going to snag Thoth through this wall and pull him through this wall. Check that out, guys. Oh man, he doesn't stand a chance. He's out of mana. We're going to be able to take him out just easy peasy. You know, awesome, man. That's one thing you can do with Daji's ultimate, is pull people through walls like that. And when you displace them like that, especially someone like a midliner that's out of mana, there's no way they're going to live through that. Now, we did get enough gold to put on Jotun's Hammer, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, our Bologna is getting forced out of lane quite a bit here, so, you know, we have to be careful with that. And, you know, we're going to head over, take out, or, you know, push out the enemy Bologna there. And you can see, we could chase her a little bit more, but we don't want to. She's at half health. We might not be able to kill her, you know, and we're not just the healthiest that's ever lived. So let's just push her back, and then I'm actually going to work on this lane a little bit more because, you know, our Bologna isn't here yet, and we're actually going to be able to finish her off. You know, we get those bleeds on her, we're able to take her out. We survive with 40 health, and you can see we're now using our 2 to run faster, and we're able to get to the safety of our tower, which of course means we're still flawless. Now from here, I need to go do some jungle things, you know, pick up my yellow, and, you know, we're just kind of seeing what's going on, and then I see our Bologna, our solo lane is being ganked. I need to head over there. Sure enough, that's exactly what we do. We're able to do quite a bit of work to the enemy Bologna, and then we end up using our ult there. We're able to chain her. She's a goner, baby. Yeah, we're able to take her out. Awesome play. And then from here, you know, you can see Cirquette. She actually goes and engages on our Bologna. We're going to be able to take her out there. Now, that was a very risky play, and, you know, I would say, you know, trading as the jungler is never really worth it, but Cirquette ends up actually getting that kill, which is... Oh man, Bologna let the tower kill her. That is unfortunate, but is what it is. And I'm gonna go ahead and push down this tower. Let's get this tower down. You know, we've got quite a bit of work on that mid lane tower, and I've had to come to the solo lane so much in the last, you know, 4 or 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and down this tower, free our Bologna up to actually start making rotations and better, you know, free her up to just not be stuck in this lane constantly. That's exactly what we're going to do. Now, we're going to get some poke while we're trying to retreat from this Bologna. You know, I don't want to stay engaged with her. You know, let's kind of let this healing potion heal me up a little bit more. I'm thinking about running away, and then I say, you know what? I'm about to have my ultimate. Let's go ahead and engage on this, and, you know, guys, I've got such a good lead right now. You can see we're quite a few levels above her. I'm able to grab her with my ultimate again, and we're gonna be able to take her out. So good. Having that commanding lead is just so nice, especially as the jungler. You can see I'm level 11 compared to the highest person on their team is level 9. You know, we're really running away with this. You know, we've done a great job of farming. You know, maybe not farming minions, but we have 9 kills so far. And you know, with that commanding lead, we're gonna start making the plays. Now from here, I'm going to drop my yellow and then kind of head over to the other side of the jungle. I've really been neglecting the duo side of the jungle, but, you know, no problem. We're able to drop oracles, and then we do get some rotation, which is great, and we take out Gold Fury. Easy peasy, but I've got to head back to the solo lane. You know, Bellona's kind of staying in that duo lane now, so we're going to head over to solo. Now, I'm going to just engage on Bellona, not worry about the minions. I want to get her out because she's going to do way more damage to the tower than the minions. And, you know, hey, if I can get a kill, I'm not too worried about keeping that tower. And then you see she's lazy backing right there. You know, no problem. If we would have been a little bit quicker, we might have been able to take her out. But, you know, is what it is. We're going to drop the blue and then head to mid lane. Now from here, we're going to head to mid lane, and if you see, we just barely tap that Circuit. We're able to take her out. You know, it would have been nice to let Bellona have that one, but I definitely wanted to make sure we got that kill. Thoth is here, and we're able to actually get a chain on him, and this is going to be an easy peasy kill right here, and sure enough, we're able to take him out. You know, without having beads, it's going to be very difficult for him to get out of that, and now we should be able to push into this T2, but if you see the enemy, Bellona shows up. Guys, realistically, you're not going to get any notable damage on this tower. You might be able to poke it a little bit, but you're going to take way more damage than the tower would. So just get out of that situation. And from here, I'm actually going to head over to our duo lane. You can see Izanami and Fafnir are here, and I'm not going to engage on them. If you see they're running, they didn't notice me, which I don't know why, but they didn't notice me. I'm going to wait till I have some support, and then I'm going to jet into tower with Kernbog showing up. Let's go ahead and work on these minions, get these minions out of here, and then we can engage on the enemy. You know, as of right now, I don't want to do that until those minions go down, and you can see, able to take those minions out, and then from here, we're going to be able to take out this Fafnir, you know, easy peasy. You know, we're just waiting for them cooldowns to get off him. Boom, we're able to take him out. Now, guys, we could have engaged on Izanami, and the reason we didn't is she's got such a good escape. We knew, you know, me and Kernbog, we knew we could take out that Fafnir. You know, he does have a jump and a stun, but if we could avoid those things, we would definitely be able to take him out. If we started by working on Izanami, they probably both would have got out because, you know, they both almost made it to this tower. So it's just definitely not worth, you know, taking or splitting your damage or going after a target you know you're not going to be able to take out. Just engage on one, try to take them out, and then you can make the plays from there. Now that we've pushed all the way up to the Phoenix, you can see I'm low on mana. I'm not going to be able to offer a whole lot in that fight, and I'm just going to back out. You know, they're staying pushed up to that tower is just asking to die, and if you see, we actually did have a death from that. So really, you know, it's best just to back off when you can, and, you know, that was a great time too. Now, we're going to chase down this Bellona. We should be able to make something happen, and sure enough, we get that damage on her, and Thoth with that stun, we're able to take her out. We're gonna follow that up with Fafnir, and you know, he's just pushing up. That was a bad play on his part. I'm gonna head over. I was thinking about using my ult, and then when Circuit showed up, let's go ahead and grab Circuit there. And she beads it. Oh man, she beads it. I was waiting for it, but no problem. You know, that's awesome. That's a great play on her part. Having those beads, that's great. But we are going to be able to take out Izanami there. We end up going down. We did, you know, we took some tower damage, and you can see, guys, we're pushing into this tower. We're pushing into this T2, and we're all dying. Sure, we were able to take out that T2, but it definitely wasn't worth 2, you know, damage dealers' deaths right there. That was just not the correct play to have, but, you know, is what it is.
What am I gonna do with sticks and...
Now, I'm gonna cut out the rest of that spawn timer, but we end up spawning back in, heading to yellow, and we're gonna take yellow out. Now, the enemy team is going on our mid tower, and for whatever reason, Izaname's tanking this tower, so that's gonna make it a very easy kill. We end up grabbing her and Fafnir, and we're gonna we one-shot her at that point, and then I'm gonna go in at Fafnir. Now, if you see here, Thoth and their Circuit ended up going behind me. So I'm going to peel off of that. I'm not going to chase that down because that would just get me killed. I'm then going to re-engage onto this Circuit, and she must not have been able to jump that wall. Oh, it feels bad. We're able to get some damage on her. She dashes away, and you can see her use her blink, but my second relic was blink too, and we're going to be able to catch her up and take her out. Oh, man. They end up surrendering after that play. Oh, what a fun match. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that Daji video, and if you did, think about subscribing, show me some love, and leave a like maybe. Well, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.